Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. And it is still morning. It's Saturday morning, and you are in Magical Manifestation. I'm MJ. And today I'm talking about loss. Loss. And I'm going to tell you a little story. Only yesterday, and if you have a look on my YouTube channel or on the Facebook or LinkedIn feed from yesterday, you will find that I interviewed the amazing Pete Cohen. Now, Pete is my coach and he has been for 5 years. And we had a podcast style interview where we deep dove into who he was, what his journey had been, and where his journey was taking him. And during the middle of it, we looked at loss. I made a bit of a joke in that Hannah, his beautiful wife, passed away just shy of a couple of years ago. And I was honoured to be supporting Hannah on her journey, and Pete, of course. And afterwards, people, he said, would say to him, "I'm so sorry for your loss." And he said, I could hear the words, "You've not lost her. She's not in a cupboard. You haven't misplaced her." So he keeps saying, "Oh, since the loss of my wife," but as he says, emotionally, spiritually, in his memory, in his mind's eye, well, Hannah's part of him. And I think Hannah's legacy is part of everybody who she touched. Hannah's no longer with us on this earth. And that's not the only kind of loss that we experience, is it? Thinking about loss, I was in Dubai, and in fact, my amazing magical manifesting outfit for today is from my Dubai experience. And I love this dress. The crystals, the sequins, I think, whatever they're called. The bottom, I don't know what they call it. It's like shimmer. It shines in the sunlight. But I met a friend, and quite a few friends in Dubai, but one who I would have coffee with on a weekend morning. And since I had to leave Dubai for a short while, I feel a sense of loss. We're still communicating over the waters, and in fact, he gave me a whistle. Probably some silly thing that one of his children had, or he had on his desk, or something. But it reminds me every time of my loss. I've applied for many things. I was thinking about this morning about loss, and I was talking again, reflecting on my conversation with Pete, and I had inadvertently, not realizing, given him the wrong amount of books that he's produced. He's actually published over 20, and there's another to come very soon. And I look to him as a mentor for that kind of being able to publish. I'm looking forward to that. And I see him as a guru in that regard. But he hadn't published 30 books, he'd published 20. And in that sense, he had lost 10 of the books I thought he'd published. So loss is a subjective experience, isn't it? I was married for 25 years in all, and both of my husbands brought things to my life that were irreplaceable, like my beautiful children. But loss I experienced when the end of our marriage meant that we were no longer able to continue that love affair, that dream, that wish, that hope, that desire to be together forever until the end, as it were. And so there's loss. I've lost money. Not very many months ago, I was scammed for quite a sizable amount of money. And I'm not on my own. Many of us have been, in spite of our most sensible precautions. And I'm just waiting to hear from the financial ombudsman about having that back. And a colleague of mine, a friend and client, said to me last week that it happened to them. So loss happens to us all. The desire or the belief that something good is going to happen and then a different outcome occurs. Now, why would I be talking about losing things when we're in magical manifestation? How can we take our loss and co-create it into something? Well, I've often referred to in many of my talks, and I do speak on stages around the world about inclusion, but not just the inclusion of individuals in society, but the inclusion of me with myself. There's a huge, massive us in the middle of inclusion, because inclusion and manifestation and self-actualization and becoming happy or being happy, being a human being and not a human becoming, needs me to serve first. I serve in this community and I serve in accessibility partners and I serve for inclusion and I serve the transmuting rather, the changing, the shifting, the evolving, the bringing light to the shadows and difficulties and losses that I've experienced throughout the 54 years I have been alive, and probably epigenetically even before that time, because the sins of the fathers are revisited on the children, i.e. your children, your parents' unresolved trauma can often come down through the genes and be felt in echoes for generations to come. And many of you that will be listening to this now and in the future will know that that's true for you right now. And for many people, the fact that we are reflecting loss will sit somewhere deeply in your body, in your awareness, because loss is held in our structure. The body keeps the score. Viscerally, physically, we hold trauma within various organs and parts of us. We may feel it in our gut. People talk about a gut sense or a gut reaction, or I could just feel it in my guts. A heartfelt response. I could feel the genuineness of their response. I could really experience the feelings that they were having. Oh, you give me a headache. The pain of which processing something that's beyond us. My hands are tingling. I feel restless. Is the awareness of energy in a part of us, or an experience of loss or distress or discomfort, or the score that the body has been keeping. So I'm reaching out today in a juxtaposition of, I understand that loss is hard. I experience it. I've lost the ability to move around the world as a biped. It's a big loss. But what did it replace with? Well, with the ability to dance around the world in Nomeo, in a wheelchair of my decision, of my choice. To have a choice and be able to make my own decision about that choice. That's what it's gifted me. It's gifted me the opportunity to sit down and think. I think in a world today, this world today, we're all too busy running around like headless chickens, not really knowing where we're going. Because I believe that when it comes to losing someone, losing something, not accessing an opportunity we believed would be ours, the future going differently to the way that we planned it, not living with the same people that we have done previously, changing jobs or university or even our mind can be a loss. I lost that argument. I lost that discussion point. I advocated for that at work, but I didn't win. If losing is about winning, then I don't feel that we ever understand the reality of energy. See, I believe whilst the body does keep the score, there are many ways that we can begin to co-release the energy held in our tissue. Now, it's interesting because I met Pete Cohen on Clubhouse where there were no pictures. There was a picture, but nothing moving. And we could only listen to each other. We didn't meet in real life. But I believe that what we listen out for when we are deprived of other senses is genuineness. My mum used to say the truth rings louder than anything else. And of course it does, because the confidence behind the voice is evident to all. Just like in kinesiology, where somebody tests the strength of your resolve to certain questions, and where a question isn't being told truthfully or an answer, the arm will just go down. The body keeps the score. And I believe that in my journey, looking at what I call, or what was called to me, the Magnificent Seven, or going to be the Daily Seven, because of course we need all of these daily, was they eat right, move right, drink right, sleep right, talk right, think right, and poop right. Okay. Of that, poop or eliminate could also be deemed as release. And indeed, release is the right thing, isn't it? Because what happens if the body keeps the score of an argument, of a any kind of altercation? Well, it's within us, and when we want to magnetize our charisma or energy, there's a block, because that piece of our experience doesn't resonate, doesn't sit comfortably, isn't happy to be put into long-term memory. So you might have been journaling and meditating and all those things, being grateful, getting out in nature, eating the right food, going to bed at the right time. But if your loss, my loss, whatever it was that I thought I should have right now, is based in the idea that I could have done more, seen more, been more, or in some way it's unfair, then I've not forgiven either myself, the universe, or the individuals involved. And I believe that release, or elimination, the seventh, in my opinion, of the Magnificent Seven, is just as important as all of the other six. So how can we release? How can we eliminate? How can we let go? And what is it that we need to let go of in order to truly manifest a life that we deem is worth living? Because this type of thinking is magic, guys. Magic. And I want you to go with me on it. And I'd like you to do it along with me. I was at a Kundalini awakening session with Dawn. Dawn Hogue, I think it is, but Dawn, forget her surname, amazing lady. But her words at the beginning of the session is close your eyes, because if you see your eyes open, I'm not gonna come to you. Something about the sacredness of journeying and ritualing, and creating and manifesting, is that we don't judge each other in the way that we are, thinking and feeling in that moment. So you are welcome in the next piece to close your eyes and use your hands to manifest the things we're going to manifest because of the things we're going to release. So the theme of our meditation, our manifestation session, our co-creation is manifestation through loss. So I invite you now just to settle yourself in your seat and take a good deep lungful of oxygen. And out, letting it go through your mouth or your nose, whichever you prefer. Let's try that again. One more. In. And you can hold it just at the top there for the count of 4 if you'd like to. 3, 4, and out. With some noise, some vibration, some energy, and you will realize that you are beginning to relax. Now, manifestation, just like the seeing of auras or the hearing of clairsentience, clairaudience, hands scrying, I think they call it, any kind of intuition that comes through you, through me, comes as a result of being relaxed. So breathing is the most marvelous free. It's like when I had children and people said, "Do you want to bottle feed?" And I said, "Why would I? I have it free. It's available at the right temperature, in the right way, ready to be delivered, ready to feed and give nutrients correctly to my baby. No, thank you." And I would say the same with our breath. We don't know what we've got until we use it. I know you think you can breathe, but actually the power of breath and the power of having oxygen, more oxygen or less oxygen for a time, really does open the mind and allow manifestation energy to come through you. It's one of the tools that I use in all of my loss situations or change situations or transitions, you might call it, into different seasons in my life. The transitions of my life have been something I have had to work within. And I invite you now to take a last deep breath in through your nose and just hold it there in your mind's eye, focusing on that space between your eyes. Allow your focus to be there and let your breath out with a huge ah. Really settle into your space. So in this state of more relaxation and your eyes closed now and your hands resting gently on your knees, just breathe in and out. We'll do that for 4 more breaths. Oh. And in for 4. Hold for 4. And out for 4. One more. Hold for 4. 3, 4. Out for 4. Now just breathe normally. And as your breath softens and your perspective changes, and you're looking forwards and between your eyes and the space between your eyes, looking into the future with your eyes now closed, just let your shoulders drop. Feel the weight. Focus your attention. Take your mind's eye to your shoulders and notice the feeling that you have and the heaviness within them, and them just relaxing. And the same with your neck, going up the body, back of the neck, the front, the throat, chin, your head, your ears, going to the top, your scalp, forehead and eyes, the tiny muscles around the eyes, your ears. Allow them to relax and smile. Smile also releases endorphins for you to feel more relaxed. And the relaxation goes further now because as your body and mind and heart and soul begin to align, your shoulders are relaxed, your head is sitting comfortably on your shoulders, and the feeling of relaxation now begins in your back, down your arms, into your hands, feeling the sensation, the blood that's moving around your hands. You might feel a tingle, but everything you feel is right here, right now. The relaxation goes further around from your back into your tummy, your chest, your pecs, your tummy button. Oh, how you relax after a Sunday dinner, in the UK anyway. And now travelling to your hips and your bottom, into your thighs and your knees. You really are feeling heavier now, much more relaxed and calm. Your focus between the eyes, the space between the eyes as your thighs and knees and calves are taken notice of, and you relax your feet and your toes and just check in with yourself as to where you might not have. You can lean in and become more and more relaxed, further and further, further and further. And as in this state we are, you are, it is a more available channel, we will focus in on that channel and tell your inner guide that you are safe. We are in a safe psychological space and we are relaxed. And in this state of awareness, I want you to think about where in your body you might be holding some tension, some anguish, some heaviness, a heavy feeling, something ready to be released. It might be in your mind's eye, it may be in your nose, it could be a feeling in your chest, it may be a heavy gut instinct, it could be just a heaviness in your hands. And I want you to take notice of where that heaviness, that tension, that observation is evolving from, and bring that energy all the way up or down from wherever it is, down if it's in your head, into your chest, and out into your hands, through your arms, and then up if it's from below your navel, and up and up and up and through your arms and into your hands, and hold it there. Hold it. However much there is, just hold it. If you need to put it on your knee, hold it there. Allow time for all elements of these feelings to travel, like tingles, the sensation of blood and a blood feeling, an awareness of movement, just the heaviness that you are creating in your hands, releasing into your hands from your body. And now I want you to sit up as comfortably as you can, as tall as you can, when your back is straight and your spine is aligned. The universal energy is just so much more able to come through you. It's like your blood flow, the amount to be relaxed comes through you. It's not hampered by being crouched or slumped. And then imagine in front of you a golden river. You're in front of the Golden River and you can go through the Golden River if you wish, but you are waiting patiently at the mouth of the Golden River with your heaviness, with your dark to transmute into light. And I would encourage you to imagine the Golden River and gently, gently Lean into the water and release. Release that which you're holding. Allow the river to take it and wash it away from you, releasing from your body into the river, into the light that's coming through you from above. You might feel goosebumps. You might feel a breeze. You might feel a feeling of joy or peace or further relaxation in your heart, in your mind's eye, in your sinews, in your tissue, in yourself. And be grateful. Be grateful to the energy of the universe that comes through us and not of us, that we can concentrate our awareness on that which our body has held and release. Let go of that which is no longer serving us. And relax. I'd like you to look in front of you, 30 degrees above your eye line, and visualize a screen. I'd like you to visualize you 5 years from now, forward, down the timeline. You may want to look into the future from the mind's eye of between your eyes, but in 5 years' time, I want you to look at you. Imagine you, see you 5 years from now, happier, healthier, lighter, transformed, processing this grief of loss. You see you doing things that you're not doing now, speaking with people and having interactions with people you're not yet even aware of. What do you see? Who are they? What are they doing? How do they feel? How do you feel? How do you want to feel? How do you feel and what are you seeing? Describe your environment. I'm on large stages in stadiums with 30,000 people listening to words of hope. People of determination globally, hope and action. You might see yourself in 5 years' time, and I certainly do, cooking nutritious meals, feeding myself with good, organic, clean food at regular times, but in moderation. I see myself sleeping in a comfortable bed with a soft eiderdown and luxurious pillows. I love silk. And sleeping peacefully and resting my body so it can rest and restore, rest and reset. I see myself with good, solid relationships and people around me who smile and laugh and sing and enjoy and co-create, give opportunity to, make suggestions of, and really collaborate with me in my day-to-day experiencing. What do you see? Give a moment for you to really quieten your mind, and let's just imagine here internally for a minute or two. You may feel like you're distracted. Don't worry, just when you are, notice and bring it back. Bring your attention back to that space between your eyes. Make sure your tongue is completely relaxed on the roof of your mouth. And smile. Smile the biggest smile that you can ever manifest. Because gratitude for releasing the old, acceptance of where we are in the present, right here, right now. This moment is the only moment that's in existence. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. It's why the present is a gift. Be in the present and imagine here in your mind's eye a healthier, wealthier, happier, more connected and relaxed and successful you in the future. and look back to your previous self and thank her or him or them or us for being there to get us to this moment. Thank them for their service and look forward again. Really describe to yourself who you see in the future. What are you wearing? What do you smell of? How's your hair? What shoes do you have on? How's your bank account? What's happening in your homestead? What about your loved ones? How about your career, your passions, your commitments, your goals, your aspirations? What are they? And say hello to your future self and thank her, him, them, us for allowing you to mould them, because every action has a corresponding reaction. And every decision we make to take part or not in something for us, about us, or with or for others is a choice we have. We have a right to choose. My future self chooses a happier, healthier, wealthier, more meditated, connected, and expanding self than the one I'm currently with. I look forward to the learning and the opportunities to grow now and in the coming years. And I thank my body for holding the difficulties and the loss, the pain, the challenges and the puzzles of loss until I came to a point where I could engage with them and release them as lessons I had to learn. And as we think about coming to the end of this meditation, I just want you to bring your awareness now back to the breath. Taking a big, deep breath in, holding it for 4, and a release. And as you do one more final breath in, hold at the top, and with the noise that you will express, just release any energy that's stuck or hasn't been transmuted at this point out into the universe and grounded back through your feet into the universal energy. And begin to be aware of your body, your limbs. We're going to be coming back, and you're welcome to open your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in the room and feeling bright and light and capable and free. Now, I chose today not to bring any gadgets or gimmicks or things that just weren't naturally occurring. I have a powerful crystal alongside us in this journey, and of course the memory of somebody I am temporarily unable to be with. Who has it been for you today? Because from this space, from this place of forgiveness for ourselves and others, we can begin to manifest. And it isn't until we're there. So practice that release every day. If you need to come back to this recording, you are welcome. Maybe put some soft meditative music on in the background. I didn't select it for you because I think there's only one way, and that's your way. And if this has been any use to you, I am very grateful. Please drop a comment in the box wherever you are listening from. And if you're inside the Magical Manifestation community or outside, we have a surprise. Now, Magical Manifestation is at magicalmanifestation.me because you would like to have magical manifestation of you, right? Now, I'd heard of M&Ms in the 80s, but not my Magical Manifestation community. But excitingly, for those that have already joined, or for those that would like to join in September, and we are right at the beginning of September, I've done this as soon as I could. But unfortunately, it just wasn't manageable until now, but today it is. So, for those, and I'm being very clear here, because I always think when people make offers, they need to have clarity. Otherwise, you can buy into things you don't really want or didn't afford or didn't know the hidden costs. So this is how it goes. In our community, we have 4 levels of contribution, and it begins as little as 111. And our top level program is 1111, all the ones. There's some levels in between, but whichever one you choose to connect to, because we are in early stages of building, early stages of AI integration, early stages of uploading our footage, of really producing value for you to have those daily manifestation practices, rituals, processes, books, opportunities, meetings, sessions, really manifesting that life that you deem is the life that you dream of. Well, that takes commitment, and it takes commitment from me, but I am expecting commitment both sides. If anyone signs up to any of our levels, even at the annual 111 rate, which is ludicrously inexpensive, I don't even know what that works out at. It's less than £1 a day. It's about 33, maybe 30 pence a day. Might be less, don't quote me. I bet it's something like 27.7777 recurring. I'll come back to you. But the daily rate is less than anything you could do with. You've got pennies on the side that you wouldn't know. So if you do contribute to the community at that level, not only do you get everything that comes in the community, go and have a look at magicalmanifestation.me to see exactly what you get in that community. And of course, the rising opportunities in all of the other realms, with the last being the opportunity to be part of the Magical Manifestation Award, which I will obviously be hosting alongside some amazing people that we've already got lined up. But whatever contribution, even if it's the 111 for the annual, everyone that joins this month will remain a permanent member of MM for the coming 2 years. You will not only get this year, but next year, if you sign up this month, your membership will roll from whenever you carried on, started it, for those that are in the community, for 2 years and not one. For 2 years. So that is probably the most inexpensive community you've ever been able to be party of. And in the next 2 years, I will be putting all of my learning and experience, my somatic therapy, EFT and psychotherapy. I'm on a magical manifestation masters, an AI masters, and a speaking and mastery class. So the mastery of ourselves, and then a mastery of what we do in the world and how we co-create our life and transmute the shadows, the darkness, the energy that we hold into light and create it into something that creates a life that we deem as worth living, is within us. And if you want to be part of that magical community of like-minded people, when 8 come together, then there is magic. God said, when 1 or more of us come together, then I am there. So if there's 2 of us, we're home. Any more than that, and we are blessed. Join magicalmanifestation.me today. You can easily click on the link, join, and I will receive a notification, and you will receive a welcome pack within the next 30 days that gives you exactly what you know, how to do what and where, and when the next meeting is. And of course, you are always invited to this monthly Saturday session, which is recorded and uploaded into the community. I am dropping, well, gifts every day. Every day. I'm creating the things that are happening for me in meditation and on my journey, and then I'm co-creating those into posts and blogs and articles and recipes and alchemy and magical rituals and focus. So take magic to the next level today and join a community that really sees you for who you are and what you want to be, not who you've been and who you think you're stuck with. Because loss gives us an opportunity to move forward, to turn the page, dear one. We don't have to keep co-creating the same story or talking about a story that's already been told. We can create a story together as we turn the page on the next chapter of our life. But you are the orchestrator. You are the penman. You hold the key to a life that you deem is worth living, a life that you have created intentionally, a life that you have taken your mind's eye and imagineered who and what and how you want to be in between now and your destiny, your vision, however far that is ahead. I believe that loss is a transmuter. It's a process by which we are allowed to reassess, stop, reevaluate, look what's going on within us, release that which no longer serves us so that we can really move into the flow of manifestation. Trusting that gut instinct, trusting that feeling when we meet somebody and we know it's fine, we know we're cool, we know it's safe. Or that other feeling that we get where we're a little bit unsure and we know it's probably not the place for us at this time. That intuitive focus, becoming a clairsentient, clairvoyant, knowing where you're going before you go, manifesting miracles in the day as you think of them and they pop up, literally knock on the door, arrive in the post box. They are all happenstances, happenings that happen as a result of your energy, of the vibration at which you are resonating. And when you resonate with peace and love and forgiveness and joy, and you choose to smile and choose to imagineer the future, let go of the past, and remain as steadfast as possible, gently and compassionately in this moment, life becomes so much sweeter. I want to thank you this morning as well for concentrating for what is over nearly 3/4 of an hour. And really, the human psyche can usually only concentrate for about that long. So, in reflection, then I would be grateful if you want to post a comment, if you'd like to share this community, if you can talk about it, and if you can share with me what you can see in the future for this community, because it's your community, not mine. It's ours. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. It's about all of us. So, what do you want? What do you want out of this community? Who do you want to see coming on your magical manifestation calls? Where do you want us to meet? How do you want the community awards to go? Where are you going to post your magical manifestation happenings? There is a whole gambit of services within our community for you to do that. Indeed, I'm looking for community facilitators, people who want to take their own manifestation journey within our community with our members. But this community is for you. And it's up to you. It's up to you to help me co create it as you join in and contribute. Let's contribute together. Let's share together. Let's share our gifts, share our knowledge, our wisdom, everything we've learned on this journey of the thing we call life. I want to thank you for coming today. I want to thank you for showing up for yourself, for the community, for each other. And whether you're listening to this synchronously, i.e., live, or whether it's asynchronously later on, you are here at a perfect time. It's your time. There's only one time, and that's your time. So thank you for arriving perfectly in your time, in your space, at this moment to hear this today. I've been MJ. And I'm going to stop it at the 45-minute mark because I believe that it's Saturday and you have so much to go and put into practice. Remember your gratitude list today. Write down 10 things that you are grateful for. And if you can't think of anything, you're breathing. I'm expecting you can eat something today. You may get something to drink. You've probably been to the loo. I bet you've got some place, a settee or a chair or a floor or a bed even to sleep in tonight. You may have someone that you can talk to, even if it's me. And it could be that you can imagine that tomorrow you'll be doing something that you enjoy at some point because you've designed it. So gratitude is about looking at where you are, where you've been, and who around you has contributed to that life that you deem is worth living. I am grateful for you. It's always beautiful to be here with my community. It's always beautiful to be thinking about that essence of us, our spirit, the thing that's within this flesh we carry around in the world. Because if we live 70 and 10 or 70 and 10 if we're a good soul, then 90 years isn't a great deal of time in eternity, is it? But it's a good time for school, and that's what life is. A school of learning to manifest our own heart's desire until we feel peace. I wish you the peace that surpasses all understanding, the love of the universe, and the connection of all of us, because we are just better together. Peace, love, and understanding. May your weekend be held and deliver for you everything that you deserve, everything that you wish, and everything that you warrant. Blessings. Bye bye.